Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. I'm having a devil of a time with this audio, so please try to understand. Um, the Had the Geek Squad in and all that stuff, and still can't get it right. So I'm hoping that this clip will work. Um, anyway, it will be a shorter clip, as I've said before, and I seem to ramble, so who knows? But as I'm listening to the rhetoric after Miss Harris, Vice President Harris, has been put on the ticket, and things are ramping up for the Democratic Party, and there's energy because she's a new face and is younger. I still have to say that it's my sorrow. I think Joe Biden was a good man, a good president, did a lot of things. Um, was he driven by corporate interests and did everything right? I assume he was. People, the government doesn't run just on good thoughts, but, you know, and there's a lot of cynicism today about going into politics and dedicating your life to helping others. Do it. If you feel like doing it, do it. You can change the world. You have to do it. You have to be a part of it. You have to say something. You have to be engaged in your society to some degree in order to change it. And if you want change to the good, you got to try. That's just the bottom line. You got to try. Always try. Do you succeed? No. Do I succeed? No. But I know you got to try. Keep up the good work. But as I was listening to some of the commentators, and some people have a lot of common sense, some people have no common sense, some people are just whacked out, partisan hacks, like this J.D. Vance character. I mean, holy crow. People do anything for anything. They just do it. I didn't realize he had like multiple personalities, changed his name 3 times. It still becomes a center. And some of these idiots that don't know anything about anything, like this Green woman and that Boebert gal, they don't understand the Constitution. They don't understand the form of government. They just say things, they just whip out stuff and just rant and rave. And that's what Trump does. And, that's just basically all it is. And that's why people want him or her or whatever, because they just open their mouth and yell. And that goes to what? This bottom line issue is hate. I have to hate something. That Vance character said something about Catwoman in some kind of a clip he had. And he says to these, he enumerated 3 different people. And, one was Kamala Harris and the other was Buttigieg, who's not a woman. And yet he called him a Catwoman. So, I mean, they're not thinking this whole thing through. But, childless cat women, Buttigieg. So, I don't know. Go figure these people out. You do it, I'm not. All I know is that they're filled with hate. There's a hate core in them. Is their entire core, is their entire being hateful? I don't know. Maybe. But to support a man like Trump who is emptiness and all he does is vilify, that's all he does. He vilifies. He calls people lying, no good, this and that, and people love it. Say, son of a bitch in a church, and they chant it, son of a bitch, or whatever he said, in church. Why? Because they love it. That's what you have to fight against, the hate. Now, you can't fight against hate logically. It doesn't mean anything to people. People want to hate. There's only one way to fight against hate, and that's not love. You don't have to wrap your arms around these suckers and say, "Oh, I love you." Just speak your mind. Speak your heart. Go to the good. Let that goodness prevail. Not the horror, not the emptiness, not the vitriol, not the depression, but let the good be good. I know I'm, the old saying of beating a dead horse. Well, I don't think it's a dead horse. I think hate is real out there, and you have to say things to fight against it. Do I have hate in my heart? I guess so. I mean, there's a lot of things I disdain. I don't like people who just go out and do things because they can and there's no accountability. They cause sorrow, they cause pain. Other people pay the price and they get away scot free. That is not right. Is it real? Yes, but it's not right. There's a lot of things that aren't right that are real. But what we try to do is make more right. Make the right real. How's that for a slogan? Make the right real. I don't mean the right, conservative right, but the correct right, the goodness right, the being of right. I have to find another word, but right, real sounds pretty good. But that's my little clip for today. I think I have sound, but I can't tell because I can't hear it. I can't hear the finished product. So forgive me if it comes out weird, and even if you can hear it, because it'll be silent. But I think I'm being recorded. So, but I can't listen to it to see how I messed up. All right. Well, thank you for listening. Have a good day. Subscribe if you like what you hear. But remember, it's the hate, it's the fear. Fear and hate go together. They go together. Now, why that is in humankind, I don't know. But it is. There's something in the makeup of the mind and the heart. Fear and hate are together. You touch on the fear, you increase the hate. It's, just like a gas pedal. So be aware. Go to the good. Fight the fear. Fight the hate. Don't ignore it. Please don't ignore it. Push against it. Be strong. You have to be able to fight against certain things that are wrong. Just love everybody and kumbaya and all that stuff. That doesn't stop war. War is going to happen. You have to be ready for war. Sadly, disgustingly sadly. War is insanity. War is pathetic. War isn't manly. It isn't anything. It's just harmful and hateful. But yet, it's there for everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether you're Buddhist, Hindi, Muslim, Christian, whatever. They love war. War, war, war. And that's part of hate. That's all part of hate. And pride and greed and all the negatives create war. Be aware. You can do something about it. Go to the good. You know what good is. Strive for it. You may not attain it, but strive for it in your heart, in your soul. Put it up there. Put it as a goal. Put it as a focus. Go to the good. Be good. You don't have to love your neighbor as yourself. It's a nice thought. It would change the world. But let's be realistic. It isn't going to happen. Not in any time soon. But you can go to the good. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Subscribe if you like. Send it off if you think it has some value to someone. Thanks for listening. Bye for now. And I hope it works.